What's up, guys? I have decided to come clean. I'm just kidding. That sounded fun. If you hear weird noises or my table shakes, Gabby is on the floor and she's sneezing. She keeps kicking the table. She follows me around now everywhere I go since I've been pregnant. For those of you that don't know, I'm Wendy. Welcome back to One Happy Hectic Mom. I am 33 weeks pregnant with our 5th child. Just 1 5, not 2 5s, not 10, just 5. He is a surprise baby. Kennedy, our youngest, will be 15 in September. Addison is 16 today that I'm filming this, and then Joey's 19, and then my stepdaughter Desiree is 21. But I decided to talk about what's wrong with me, because I get the questions a lot. Health-wise, not mentally-wise. That I think I'm fine. I don't know. So I was diagnosed back, gosh, I think I was officially diagnosed in 2011. But yes, 2011. It was like February 17th, I was diagnosed with MS. 2011. 5 days later, I was told the good news is it's not MS. The bad news is it's not MS. I have Ankylosing Spondylitis. It's an autoimmune disease that, in a nutshell, easiest way to describe it, easiest way to that I've been able to understand it is my body's attacking my spinal cord at junctions of joints and then causing arthritis of my spinal cord. And then your spine can start to fuse together. You can start getting a hunch. It affects primarily men. Hardly any women ever have it, and if they do, they're usually sometimes diagnosed wrongly, like I was for 5 days. It takes a while. There is a blood test that it is the HLA-B27 genetic marker that, from what I was told, like 95 of the human race carries it, but it affects less than 1% of people that have it. So Addison's a carrier of it, but she doesn't have any of the pain. Joey has discs issues in her back, but she's not a marker, so she doesn't have it. It is abbreviated as AS. And then if you have any kind of autoimmune disease, you can get a higher chance of having more autoimmune diseases. So let me back up to tell you guys how I all started is, so I had Addison in 2003 and Kennedy in 2004. In the beginning of 2005, I started having lower back pain. I was told I might have slipped a pad in my spine, like the little, I think it's called like your pad. So the cushion area in between your vertebrae, that kind of, so your vertebrae don't smash each other. And then I said, okay, they gave me an anti-inflammatory, went about my way. And then it would be like I would have really bad flare-ups to where I couldn't walk about every, like 3 or 4 months. And I was just like, well, I'm not wasting my time going back there. It's just because I had the girls. They said it happened because I had them back to back. So I didn't think anything of it. Well, in 2010, it got so bad that I couldn't move. I couldn't walk. I couldn't feel my left leg. My left leg wouldn't cooperate. And then I lost a lot of weight. A lot of weight, like almost 100 pounds. I was grossly skinny. And so I'm like, you know what? No, we need to go get this checked out. We need to figure out what's going on. So when you have a flare-up, you don't know where it's going to hit in your spine. Usually it affects your lower spine. So like your sacrum, your lower lumbar spine, your hips. It can affect all of your joints. You can get really bad, like your eyesight. It can affect your eyesight. And I had a really bad flare-up then. Really, really, really bad. They wanted to hospitalize me. I had to get IV fluids. It was bad. It turns out when my flare-ups were happening and they were hitting it, something triggered from my spine to my brain, my stomach does not relax. So picture having Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas holiday dinner, you know, and then trying to eat a hamburger right after. That's all the time with me. It doesn't matter what I eat. So I eat fast. I eat on a schedule. I'm having a really hard time with this pregnancy because I'm not hungry. So if I start getting nauseous, it's my way of saying, maybe I need to eat. I lost all that weight because I went 9 days without eating. That's as far back as I could remember what I ate. It could have been longer than that. This is what I'm told is a rare side effect. It doesn't happen a lot, but it can happen. I was also diagnosed in 2011 with celiac disease. What that is my body can't digest gluten. So your little hair follicles in your small intestine that absorbs nutrients, mine get clogged if I have gluten, and then I can't, I'm not getting any of the nutrient value for food. So then that was a playing factor in it as well. I also have a unique strand of celiac disease. Mine predominantly shows up in my, like the end of my small intestine into the first part of my large intestine, and I get what they classified as celiac sores. If I get a cross-contamination, I can get sores coming like out of my stomach, like little ulcers. I get, sometimes, I know you guys have noticed, like it looks like a cold sore, but it's weird spots around my mouth. It's actually a celiac sore. They're concerned that if it's bad enough, it could trigger me to go into labor. So I'm very cautious about what I eat, when I eat. Other issue I have is I'm never hungry. So food doesn't ever sound good usually. And I don't eat enough of a variety of food to really sustain me. And I'm extremely picky and I hate it. I tried, but I just can't get past it. It's a texture thing. I also have a, I can't remember what it's called. If I remember, I'll write it. It'll show right up here. I can't remember. But I have no immune system. So the medications you're on for the AS, it's to kill like inflammatory markers in your white blood cells. So it kills the little white blood cells that I do have. I have tried so many different medications. I was doing infusions. I was doing Remicade infusions, and that worked fantastic until I got immune to the Remicade treatments. And then it didn't work anymore. I was on Humira for a long time, which is just a self-injecting shot. You guys have seen the commercials. They, you know, it's like it's for everything you can use it for. I started having reactions to that. I was on another injectable that I can't remember what it's called. That one made me sick. All right. The medication I went and grabbed it that I'm on now, kind of, is called Cimzia. It's injectables. I have to take it once a month. I'll show you what it looks like. Your injection sites, your injection sites are either your calves or your stomach. I've been doing mine with these on my stomach. Adam has to do them for me because it's not an injectable pen. It's an actual needle. Can you guys see that? When I use the term that I'm on now loosely is because I am 33 weeks pregnant and I can't take any medication in case I have to have a C-section. So I can't have any of this until after he's born. That one actually, so far I've been on it since I've been pregnant. It is the only medication that does not cross the placenta, so it's completely safe for him. I am in what they are considering a false intermission. No, it's not intermission. That's when you're in a play, silly. False. like to where it thinks like I'm not having any symptoms at all. But I am. My inflammatory markers are like skyrocketed. My white blood cell count is like nowhere, and my red blood cell count is like up here. But there's nothing we can do until baby comes. So as long as I'm doing okay and baby's okay, we're gonna keep going on like this. I had a hard time when I first got diagnosed. Not really when I first got diagnosed, it was when they couldn't help me not be in pain. And I just had like a dark spot, you know, like never wanted to hurt myself or anything like that. But if anybody with chronic pain or illness, you know, like you just hit that point and then you either stay there or you get out of it. The way I get out of this is, sorry, Dixie was licking my toes. It was a little weird, scared me. Is I try to stay positive. I walk a lot. I try not to take stairs or escalators, elevators, I try not to take escalators or the elevator and take the stairs, because mine has gotten pretty severe in the last 2 years. My left hip is starting to fuse together. My, whole entire sacral vertebrae are fused together, and my L10 through 8 are fused together. So I just try to move a lot. I try not to dwell on the woe is me. When I have a really, really bad flare-up, it hits my sciatic nerve, and then my left leg won't cooperate. My left leg for this whole entire pregnancy has pretty much been numb. It feels like it's asleep. And that's just a weird feeling. And then sometimes if it's really bad, it like hurts when you touch it. And of course, what am I doing right now? I'm touching it because, you know, like you guys can see all that. It's just, you live day by day. There's no cure for it. There's no rhyme or reason why it's happened. No one in my family has back issues, or any kind of issues like this. It can be, like the damage is already done, so it can't be like reversed. I guess I was told when I went, I go every 6 weeks because of the baby. So I just had my checkup 2 days ago on Friday. And I guess if it gets too bad, they can like try to like go in and unfuse my spine and all of that. And I'm just like, right now it's fine. I just, like, I'm not in pain right now because of the baby, because my body thinks it's in remission, that like there's no pain, no flare-ups like that. It's just really stiff and it feels weird. And I can feel it has moved up my spine. I get really bad headaches. But you don't dwell on the past. You don't say the woe is me and, oh, you know, I can't do any of this. You just keep going. I have no option but to keep going. I am not the person that's going to just sit and do nothing. You just gotta keep going. You know, I have 4 kids and a husband that need me. We have the farm that needs me. So you just go about life. They might not let me go to full term, like 40 weeks if I'll make it that far. With the baby, they're going to assess if I'm still pregnant at 37 weeks, his size and all of that, because I can injure myself, I guess, giving birth. I don't know. The hospital I go at is where my back doctor is, so that's where I'm having UC rheumatology. So if I say that, people are always like, oh, it's this, and this. I'm just like, okay, it's for my back, but we'll just say back doctor. But if you have any questions, please do leave them in the comments below. Come find me on other social media. Let me know if you guys have any autoimmune diseases. I have 3 so far. You just gotta keep track. Oh no, oh my gosh, I have 4. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Forgot about my other one. I have Raynaud's. Does anybody know what Raynaud's are? It's where your your blood vessels either shoot off way too much so they get really big, or they suck it in way too small. So my hands and my feet are always cold. That one usually doesn't bother me as bad. Addison has Raynaud's really bad, and she's having a hard time right now because it's really bad when you're going through like puberty and adolescence. But yeah, so I got 4. We'll see what they keep adding on to me. But for now, staying positive. I hope y'all are staying positive. Again, find me on social media. One Happy Hectic Mom is all my handle. And leave your comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye.